Hello, welcome to another video. It's Nezo on the Bad Shop channel. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to make a new intro song. Yeah, it's an unboxing again. And as you can see, there's some words and letters written here. So D5MR. Tandem GA. Well, tandem's kind of... But the important parts here are D5MR GA, and you'll notice the carbon print box and the lack of photography on the box. There's no pictures of the car. However, I can tell you that this right here is the midship, the MR, the midship version of the... Whoops, I knocked the camera. Any of those counting at home, that's the first time I've knocked it on this video. D5MR, the midship version, specifically. This is the what they call GA version. This is green carbon chassis plates. I say plates, upper and lower deck edition. So basically, this is a standard D5MR with limited edition green carbon print chassis plate, upper deck, lower deck, and a couple other shock towers and a couple other pieces. They did green and gold for this run. There's another version of the D5 where they did blue and red carbon print. And then they have another version, which they call the D5 Pro, which has aluminum and carbon, red or blue. So essentially this D5 is like in the middle, because there's the base plastic version, the base MR, then there's this one, the GA colored carbon, and then there's the Pro. Yeah, see, you can see it's right there. Just kidding. But anyways, so the big differences between the first release D5, which was RR, the rear motored version, and this one, the mid motored version. I was about to say specifically. Oh, the brain needs more rest. Okay, so what I was gonna say, the chassis plate on this is a more slimmer version. They're saying, and it's been designed for a little bit more flex. So that's kind of cool. So many things are going kind of flexy and bendy, so might have to come up with a unique name for this car. So we'll take a look at that. It is a little bit more, there's a few different cutaway areas than the standard chassis plate from the RR, and obviously it's different for the midship, but yes, the main difference is the motor is in the middle of this car, and it can be moved in 5 different positions, sort of a low and high, so that's good. Other main differences between the MR and the GA, the MR and the RR, the mid, which is this, and the RR, which was the first. The upper deck is what they call parallel, so it's 2 pieces of upper deck running side by side. This is very similar to many cars that have long been in production, so they're utilizing that. They updated the front knuckle design with a new KPI geometry, so that's kind of nice. They redesigned the rear knuckles, the rear uprights. They also designed a new what they call rapid wheel locker, and I believe that's basically mounting the wheels with the type of screw or some kind of quick release, because there's no wheel nuts in the photos. And they relocated the ESC tray to the back, which I was going to show you a photo, but there's no photo. But anyway, so they relocated the speed control to the rear, so it's a rear-mounted ESC, which is kind of cool. They redesigned, or I should say, they kind of redesigned the rear shock tower, but they designed a front shock tower for the D5 because it never had one because of the inboard suspension on the D5RR. And you can also change the battery position, 2 different positions on this car. And with that, let's cut the seal, which if there was a real seal here, that would be good. We took a quick look at the track when I got my hands on this, so I said let's just open it up quick, and we taped it down. So anyways, this is a brand new kit. We just took the seal off at the track. That my track I'm talking about is the Strictly Sideways Club track, where we have a small hobby shop, and that's where I acquired this guy for $325 Canadian, because I am Canadian. We are in Canada, just so you have reference there. All right, so with that, opening the box, and you can see many things. First of which was on the top when we first opened it, is the carbon chassis plate, which, take a look at this. Ooh, carbon, but green print. Look at that. That's nice. Like, and this is what the green one looks like. I wonder what the gold edition would look like, because this kind of reminds me of the Auper D. from the D4 days, the limited edition D4. And but yeah, you can see this is much slimmer than the standard D5. And I don't have one handy, but I'll definitely do a side-by-side comparison. So there's a little more, there's more flex here. There's definitely more, look at it. Whee! Look at that. So there's lots of flex and bendy going on. That's good. So there's that. Now, as I was saying as well, the upper deck. This is the upper deck, so it's parallel, so there's two of them. So they run side by sides. Apologies for my runny nose. So that's that, and those look pretty nice too. Hey, look at that. So that's cool. And you do get a couple other pieces that are carbon. The shock tower and the shock towers, I should say, front and rear. This is the front one. They say new design, and the redesign for the rear, which is a little bit different from the standard one. Battery tray is carbon piece. That's nice. The what you call it here? This is the front servo piece. Is where the servo goes. So that is that's an add-on piece, whereas before it was incorporated into the upper deck. But that's different now because of the side, the dual rails for the, I should say, the dual plates for the upper deck. And these are the rear arm pieces. So that's kind of nice that they did those in carbon as well. I don't think they're option like a setting change piece. They're just carbon version. We're going to find out. That's the battery holder. And other than that, most of these parts are going to be, the rest of these will mostly be plastic as per the regular D5. So this will be a very good comparison to the original D5RR, even though it has a newer designed plate, a slightly different plate. It'll be pretty close because the rest of the car is plastic. But it'll be interesting to see with the plastic shocks in comparison and all that stuff. So other than that, let's open all this up. There's bag 7 with pinion and screws and stuff. This is bag number 8 with wheels, tires, the body post, and bumper. Bumper assembly, all very same to the standard D5, and they still give you those super low offset. It's not very good. They're like 4 or 5 mil. I don't know why they do that. They should know better by now. Most drift car manufacturers, if you're listening or watching, figure out your wheels and rims. If you're going to stick them in the kit, stop giving us 3 mil, 5 mil in the kit because they're useless. Stop it. I mean, this is nice that you're giving it to us, but the low offset of these ruins your whole geometry, research, and design that you spent months over. So just, you know what, 6 to 7 mil or nothing, honestly, because I take these out of the kit and I never look at them again. What these are, I'm just on a small rant. What these are basically, these are only, for me, they're only good for Shelf Queen display chassis. But if you're brand new to the hobby and this is you're just starting out, then you start out with these and away you go. But like for the rest of us, like it's about time. It's 2021 that we should get proper wheel offset, proper offset wheels in drift kits, rear wheel drive kits. It's about time. Other car manufacturers don't even include wheels and tires, so I mean it's commendable that there are wheels and tires here. That's commendable, but they're kind of useless. So that's that. Moving on, bag 5. This is some plastic bits, ball cups, wheel hex hubs, and oh, if we look at this, see the hex hub here? I was saying a whole quick release thing. So it might not be a screw. It might just be like more of a click or something. I say click like a clicking action. But that's a wheel hub with a sort of pole on it, a plastic pole. So that's going to be interesting. That's definitely part of that quick release thing they were talking about. And yeah, some of the parts here fell off the tree. That's okay. That's kind of normal. Drive shafts are in there too. They give you universals. Bravo. Good. Okay, so that's that. Bag 6. This is the shocks, and these springs look the same as the original D5. I'm gonna have to go back and compare shock oils to see what they gave me or gave us in the original D5RR. What I'm seeing here is shock oil 100. That's good, because what a lot of us are running in our hot boy setups are 50 weight, so this is 100 weight. So this will be a lighter weight oil, and I'm hoping that makes the front end softer, because that was one weakness of the D5RR. The front end was just a touch stiff, which caused it heavy understeer out the box. Otherwise, it was a really, really good car for the price in the low budget bracket. So I'm hoping this is very comparable. This is a little bit more money than the original because of the carbon plates, but When I get my hands on a full plastic, then I'll do a real big comparison. But anyways, plastic shocks and 100 weight oil, and it would, what I would imagine are the same springs as, oh, knock the camera. Same springs as the D5RR, so that's that. But the 100 weight oil, noting that I have a feeling the other ones were 200, 250, or 300 in the other kit, the RR. So we'll find out. Bag number 1, that's the gear diff, and it's going to be the same oil-filled gear diff that the D5RR got, I'd imagine, and that's 5,000 weight oil for the diff. And I remember when I saw this before, I said it then and I'll say it again. This is very similar to the YD2 gear diff, viscous because of the liquid. However, the YD2 internal gears in that diff are plastic and uses 10,000 weight oil. This, the D5s, the RR and the MR, use well, metal essentially. I'm going to say metal gears, and 5,000 weight oil, so heavier gears and lighter oils to compensate. So it's roughly the same sort of effect. They kind of went about it differently. Neat comparison though, eh? So bag 3, this is more chassis components, bulkheads, suspension mounts. There's bearings up in there, all kinds of screws. The rear, I say rear. That's the transmission slash drivetrain there. It's a spur gear mount. There's a spur gear. It's an 83 tooth, 48 pitch. Yep. So that's the same, I believe, as the other one. And yeah, there's the uprights in there. Steering components. The steering components look kind of the same as the other one, the D5RR. I think the front bulkhead is the same. I think. I'm really hoping that the steering, the rack, it's not a slide rack, but just the steering rack piece. Really hope that's aluminum, because that was aluminum in the original kit. And I should look for that actually right now, or in the last bag. Because, oh, there it is, bag 3. So we do get this exactly the same. Different mount because mid-motor, but that's aluminum with a nice D5 logo on it. Look at that, a nice 5 logo. And there's the aluminum rack I was literally just talking about, so bravo, that's perfect. They kept that. I really was hoping they would, so good on 3Racing for that. That was a really nice touch that people were kind of blown away by. They're like, what, an aluminum steering rack? Like, just the rack part's aluminum? It's not a slide rack, but it's an actual aluminum piece, so that's good. That's nice and strong, because that was a huge weak point in the D4. And where are we now? Bag 2. And this is the front arms, which I think are pretty much the same. I don't think they redesigned those. The only thing they said they did redesign was the front knuckles, which are in a different bag. But that's all. That's all that stuff. Suspension mounts and the hinge pins, screws, ball studs, and that's bag 2. And bag 4 here. Just screws and aluminum poles and the servo horns. Yes, cool. That's that. And look at all this down here. So we got D5. We got many stickers. D5 GA. That's really nice. I might stick that right on the. Oh, I gotta stick that somewhere. That looks really nice. But this is, I think the tandem part here. This is like Team Tandem, 3Racing's Team Tandem or whatever it is. I can't read that, but it does say tandem. There's that, and then there's this cool drift. What's this say? Oh, I can't fully. Hold on, let me just pull it off cam for a second. So it says, I had to just read it because I couldn't read it through the camera. Drift gang, fight side by side. D5 with the Chinese characters and tandem. That is freaking cool. Drift gang, D5 gang. Like, that's literally how I'm gonna show this sticker off to my buddies. D5 gang, bud. Look at that. That's a nice sticker. Oh, where should I put that? Oh boy. Ah, that's nice. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, that's really nice. We're gonna leave that. You're gonna put those up there. Those look nice. That fell down. Go back up there. Okay, so what's this? What is this? This is the stickers for the D5MR, and I tell you, these are way cooler than the D5RR ones. I didn't have all these characters, guys. I didn't have the cool font. I don't remember many drift things there or whatever. So this is nice. Sakura Fans Club. Bud. Oh, and there's 3 colors. Bud. This is one of the coolest sticker sheets that have come in a drift car kit, I think. Mind you, I need to get my hands on some more higher end stuff. But I like that. the 3Racing's always done pretty good with the stickers, so that's good. That's a really good touch. So what they make up for in weak offset included wheels and tires, they make up for in the sticker sheets. Yokomo, are you listening? Get your sticker sheet game together, because half of your high-end kits don't even have sticker sheets. Meanwhile, 3Racing out here just doing really good things for the drift community. Look at this. I'm just fangirling over this a bit, because like, I'm gonna show this to the guys, and my buddies are gonna see this and you're gonna be like, yo, can I have this sticker? Can I have this sticker? I'm like, no, look at all these cool drift stickers. You can't have any of them. So that's good. I like, and just this cool D5 gang, like, bud, D5 gang. I think these only come in these limited edition kits, so this I kind of want to try and stick this right on the car, because the car, it's not a numbered limited car, but the production run of these colored carbon ones, that is sort of the limited thing. So yeah, put that back up there. And with that, we come to the manual, which look at that. So looking through the manual quickly, the manual looks a little bit like darkened, like it was photocopied. The imagery is a little bit like dark, not faded or fuzzy, just maybe it's just me actually. Yeah, it could just be me actually. I just compared it to some of the other ones. It looked more brighter. The imagery looked brighter. It just looks very matte, flat, like a flat color. Otherwise it's pretty detailed, you know. So that's good, and it looks pretty well explained. Like in terms of things that you like in what they're explaining here, and the numberings, like on your screws and stuff like that. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Very similar to the other one. Oh look, watching the upper deck installation. Click here. Click. I'd imagine they optimized the manual download, PDF download. Well, they got all the QR codes here for you. Official WeChat, even the Chinese WeChat app, and watch the front. So if you download the manual, I'd imagine, I'm going to try this. If you download the manual online, they've probably embedded links where you can go and click to watch an assembly video, which commendable. That's good. You're thinking out loud, because this is 2021 and social media is all the rage. Yeah, so everything looks pretty straightforward, kit-wise, or instruction-wise. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice setup sheet. Setting sheet. And yeah, that's a nice setup sheet. What's over here? Exploded view, a predefined setup sheet from a team driver. Those are always nice to check out and see what the team drivers are doing. And an exploded parts list include. Do they give you the exploded view? Not normally, but no, that's nice. Oh look, there's the quick release quickly. So there's the hub wheel, the hex in the hub thing. Whoa. And it's a scratched shim and a flathead screw, so that's how it goes. Well, that's interesting. Okay, quick release by a screw. I don't know which is more. I don't know what they mean by quick release. I'll find out once I build it, but I don't know which is quicker, a wheel nut or a screw. We'll find out. Anyways, that's that. Pinion gear pitch rates there. Nice, well done. Nice unbox. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, the big takeaway, aside from the cool carbon plates, these stickers, like I can't get over the D5 gang one, but also that's a sweet sticker sheet. So other than that, yeah, I'm gonna get ready and build this, and I'm gonna test this and do comparison stuff. I'm excited for this kit. It's been waiting for it for a bit to do the comparison to the RR and see what they would update and this and that. And 3Racing have been paying attention to the drift community a little bit more lately, so that's good. And they incorporated a lot of features people were throwing at them, like in terms of ideas. They were asking for ideas or what should go into the car. I believe they did a little bit of that campaigning sort of through the social medias, and a bunch of us threw out ideas and this and that. And yeah, they did ask the community for thoughts along the way of the process for the original, the D5 RR. So yeah, this is good, and things can only get better from here. So that's that. There's all the parts. Cool chassis. Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And The building starts right now. Haha. Bye.